Hi, I am Amitabh Vaidya, co-founder of xtrawrkx, and we are here in Dharamshala for the Summit on Summit event, which fosters the EV ecosystem in India. And we have with us Gaurav Rathore from Eveez, and we are going to interact with him on this concept. Welcome, Gaurav.
Thank you, sir.
And I would like to ask you, what inspired you to establish Eveez, and what challenges with your EV solutions? What are the challenges?
So, Mr. Amitabh, it's a great pleasure to be here in Dharamshala. Coming to my inspiration about EVs, it was on one of my trips to Europe where I first-hand experienced an electric cycle for the first time in a small village in Austria. And me and my wife could do a cross-country cycling hike across the Alps with ease. And that was like a sort of a eureka moment for us to understand the power of the new electric drivetrain. While coming back, I also started looking at how the landscape on the delivery side was changing in India. Everything was getting ordered at home, starting from food, e-commerce, etc. And the need for a sort of a better solution for these deliveries to happen eco-friendly, environmentally sustainable. And that's where the idea was born, that we should look at transitioning of this whole two-wheeler delivery fleet from petrol to electric in a way that works for everyone in the ecosystem, including the delivery partners, including the platforms, and aggregators like us who are solving for this whole ecosystem. Coming to the second part in terms of what are the challenges that we see in this landscape. We've been discussing about the quality part of the vehicles. That's one of the major parts where the EV manufacturing has to come up by a long way to be able to deliver workhorses that will be value for money in the long run. So that's one of the main challenges. Second, I would say, is finding financing for these vehicles from better financing. A lot of NBFCs have now gotten into it, but banks are still shying away from financing electric vehicles. And there are schemes from the government that are supporting the devolution of finance, but still a lot more needs to be done to be able to scale this to the desired levels, for example, 30% by 2030 or so.
Oh, okay. That was very insightful. So, we know that Eveez offers e-bikes on subscription to businesses. How does this model benefit businesses and the individual delivery professionals?
Look, it's a model revolves around being a intermediary between EV product and financing companies and the end user, which is the delivery rider. So the rider obviously gets to have a vehicle without having to worry about finding finance or cost of the vehicle or managing the vehicle. So his job becomes simpler. He can start delivering, start earning, and start paying the subscription. So for him, it becomes pay-as-you-go kind of a model. So his life is sorted. He doesn't have to worry about the challenges on the EV side. But he gets the benefit of the EV, which is cost reduction on his side. So he has more income, more savings. So from the company's perspective, the platforms like Zomato, Swiggy, Blinkit, Zepto had a compulsion of finding delivery partners who already have a vehicle with them. So now with the subscription from Eveez, they can have a larger pool of partners available who do not own the vehicle and can swiftly come take a EV subscription and join the delivery fleet. So it opens up manpower options for them, and in general gives a lot of opportunities for the unemployed youth in our country to be able to start getting into the gig economy and start sort of income generation activities.
Oh, that's a great thing to know. Okay. Can you tell us about the features in your e-bikes that enhances the safety and user experience for the delivery professionals?
So all our e-bikes are equipped with advanced telematic devices that enable them to, have a track of the vehicle, the battery percentages, even, for example, some of our vehicles are with swapping facilities, so they can see the swap stations through the Eveez app. So this is a seamless integration between the vehicle and the Eveez app. So they can see data coming in and going out. They can also raise service tickets to the app if they have a breakdown, so that our team can go and support them on the ground. We also have a feature where we monitor their ridership behavior. So we are trying to inculcate better riding behavior. trying to get things like quick acceleration, sharp turns. So all that data gets pulled from our telematic devices and comes to our servers, and we have a way of rewarding good ridership behavior through our app, sort of a cashback kind of a policy. So these are the things that we are trying to build into the tech stack of Eveez that will help us educate our riders, thereby ensuring their safety as well as safety of our products.
Oh, okay. Understood. Eveez has collaborated with industry giants like Zomato, Swiggy and Uber Moto. You said about that some time ago. How have these partnerships influenced your growth and the adoption of Eveez?
Look, some of these bigger partnerships, Zomato, Swiggy, which is in the food commerce, Zepto, Blinkit, Swiggy, Instamart on the quick commerce, Uber Moto, Rapido, Porter on the ride-hailing side, these are changing the way consumers are consuming things or consumer behavior, and they're growing rapidly. But to give you a case in point, even with these platforms, their goals for net zero and everything, the penetration of electric vehicles in their fleet is not more than 5-7%. So there's a long way to go. And the partnership is sort of a symbiotic between these platforms and Eveez, because first of all, like I said, it opens up more delivery partner opportunities for them. For us, it's a way of finding ready demand. So we partner with them, they run the campaigns, give us the leads of people interested in taking services from us, and it's a collaboration which is win-win for us. This is a very good way of opening up a new city for us. For any new city that we want to open up, we just have to tap into the central partnership teams and start generating leads on that city and start deploying. So we have a very quick turnaround time. If I have to go live in a city, for example in Dharamshala, maybe in 3 days time I can start doing business here in terms of deploying bikes. So that's the kind of a speed we have in terms of our partnership with these platforms.
Oh wow, splendid. Okay. How have the current regulatory landscape and government policies impacted your company's operations and growth in the EV sector?
So government policies in India have fairly been supportive of the EV ecosystem. Some states have done more than others. For example, Delhi is like a leading city in terms of EV adoption, startups and everything, because I think Delhi has the best sort of a cashback policy on EVs. So you get more money back in Delhi compared to other cities. But in general also, FAME to subsidy has helped in keeping the prices down. So regulatory environment wise, things have been fine, fair. Obviously, there are a few things that you would always want the government and the policymakers to do more. So in terms of, stability in policy making, at least things should not change every 6 months or a year. That's one of those things. And some things on the battery swapping, for example, battery swapping is right now charged at 18% GST.
Correct.
Vehicle subscription and buying of EV is at 5% GST.
Correct.
So there's a discrepancy in GST rates. So those are some of the things that have some impact. But going beyond that, I think this whole industry is like an elephant moving on its own pace. Nobody can stop this change because this change is inherently happening because of the economics behind it. It's not it is not a compulsion from government or anything. It is just because the cost of operating cost of petrol vehicle versus an EV vehicle is a big difference, and that is what driving this change. So the government and the policy has to be in a supporting role, and that we are fairly happy with the government and the policies as of now.
Oh, thanks for your feedback, Gaurav.
Thank you.
Thanks
Nice
for the
talking to you,
interaction.
Amitabh.
Nice talking to you. Let's keep on interacting more. Thank
Great.
you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.